Liang has almost beaten Ronnie O'Sullivan twice this season. He was 4-1 up but lost 5-4 in the Shanghai Masters in early season.
Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
And he needed only the last black of the 10th frame to be a 6-4 winner over O'Sullivan in the first round of the Masters before losing 6-5. Well, that was an early chance for O'Sullivan, who needs a good performance, a good run this week to get out of something of a slump. Hasn't really played well since the Masters and didn't play to his very best except for one session in winning it for the record 7th time.
Well,
as far as possible, Liang Wenbo has got to forget who he's playing.
Yes, he does. I think he's a couple of demons to lay to rest here, I think, tonight. Liang Wenbo. He should have beaten Ronnie, as you say, Clive, twice already this season.
Liang Wenbo, 1.
And that's an unsettling blue to miss early on.
O'Sullivan, I may say, only arrived in the building some 5 minutes before he was due to play. Normally when he plays in Llandudno, he stays with friends in Liverpool, and maybe he misjudged the traffic. So the last thing we wanted to start the tournament was a frame forfeit, and he definitely hasn't settled. That's the second chance he's missed. Nothing worse when you're going to a venue and worrying whether you're going to make it on time.
Yeah, players of this standard, you know, they're the best players in the world, but even they do need, you know, at least 10-15 minutes at least on the practice table just to get loosened up before going out there. So if he has arrived late, as we have heard, it's not the best preparation.
6.
Despite losing a couple of ties to O'Sullivan, there's no doubt that Liang Wenbo has made progress this season, winning his first world ranking title, the English Open at Event City in Manchester.
I think another thing he has in his favour, Liang, going into this match, I think he practices quite regular against Ronnie, so there'll be no intimidation factor, which sometimes comes into play. Well, a lot of times it comes into play when O'Sullivan plays. I think Liang will feel comfortable enough, since he should have beaten him twice already this season. Hasn't got across the winning line when it's presented itself.
Very good. I agree, Alan, no intimidation factor, but when he gets to the point of victory against O'Sullivan, then it suddenly seems a very big deal.
$22.
Now this is a good chance to finish nice and low in the black. Bring the reds into play.
23.
That's what he's played there. It's a good angle as far as splitting them, but it is thin, so the black is missable. He's having a good look at it. Full concentration in the pot. The one, well, a couple of good things. At least he doesn't have to really worry about the cue ball. Just the pot. He can't avoid the reds. Yeah, good shot.
$30.
Interested in a little plant at the top of the cluster as well. That's a bonus if that's on. Maybe not in this shot, but for later. And you see it.
So that creates a frame winning chance.
$36.
Yeah, settling for a mid-distance red. This will tell us a lot about how he's feeling and how he's queuing out there, Liang. He's just setting himself a couple of seconds for this mid-distance straight red.
37.
Liang, 13th in the rankings, one place above O'Sullivan. Rankings assessed over a 2-year rolling period. And O'Sullivan is so low because he didn't start competing until just before
44.
Christmas last season. So he's only got 1.5 seasons points to count.
$45.
In case you're wondering, Liang's higher ranking than O'Sullivan was the reason that he was introduced
56.
last coming into the arena.
Liang Wenbo, 52.
Liang not far from clinching the opening frame. Gives a late chance to O'Sullivan. Now let's see what he can do.
One.
If O'Sullivan could snatch this frame, it could well set him up for the evening.
Yeah, and I was about to say actually just how comfortable Liang was looking.
8.
That contribution, but
9.
a little twitchy. There's just a hint of it. Playing that red with the rest.
Can't
16.
believe that that's exactly how he played it, but it's all right.
17. $24. 25.
And this is one of these situations now. Seen it so many times, Ronnie, making the counter clearance. This would be an absolute punisher this early. Now,
32.
cannon on the second red, position not guaranteed. Oh, managed to avoid it. That's a gorgeous little
33.
shot. I'll be playing for the red left the picture in behind it for a choice of 3 pockets. I say 3 pockets, of course, because it does
38.
go past the green. And the same applies now. Key shot coming up. Choice of 3 pockets again. He's played actually for it down the rail and he's played it to the inch. That is plumb perfect.
46.
He's 7 behind now, so red, blue.
47.
Puts him 1 behind. He's just checking that now. But really shouldn't make any difference. Isn't going to need the black regardless.
52. 54. 57.
Well, early in the frame, O'Sullivan missed a couple of balls that he would normally pot.
61.
But normal service has now been resumed.
$66.
This just needs a bit of attention, the pink. It's game ball, a bit thinner than it might look.
72.
O'Sullivan trailed nil 53, but he cleared to the pink with 72 and leaves Liang Wenbo by a frame to nil.